Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So today's video I'm going to talk about the plan for the FJ Cruiser. So I'm debating on one of two things, either driving it very minimally, putting very few miles on it over the course of my ownership and just treating it like a collector. Obviously it's not. I mean, it still has good mileage on it. Collector status is like, well, less than 10,000 miles. I'd even argue maybe even less than that. But as you guys know, it has 22,000 miles on it. Definitely super, super low. But part of me is considering, hey, do I want to make this a very seldom driver's rig, or should I drive it on a regular basis and actually get full enjoyment of it? As you guys know, I have done a pretty bad job at that with the Shelby. Ooh, it's kind of dark in here, sorry. Let's see if we can kind of lighten it up a little bit. As you guys know, I've owned this for over a year, and I put 300, not even 300 miles on it since buying it, which is kind of sad to say out loud. But you guys know part of that has to do with the 2-mile long gravel driveway that I have to endure every day. So that is a large reason why I haven't put too many miles on the show. Oh, peanut feature. Say hi, little bug. Is that a baby, Binky? You're not a baby. What do you have to say about that? Good talk, good talk. So obviously that has driven the reason why I haven't put too many miles on this, just because it's just not conducive for where I live, unfortunately. Which begs the question, why'd you buy it in the first place? I get that. But I mean, if you guys know me, you love cars, you love cars. So I think it's a much safer purchase getting this than which is a limited production R, right? Compared to what I had before this. If you guys recall, I had a ZL1, not the 1LE, but a standard ZL1 in Riverside Blue, which was a beautiful car, but massively overproduced by GM. So, at any rate, it is a part of me hates knowing that I haven't driven this and haven't gotten full enjoyment of it, which is why maybe I'm considering swapping it out for something that I know I'll actually drive a lot more, which is the Land Cruiser Heritage Edition. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to have it in the garage, something like this in my opinion, and keep it. But same goes for this. I mean, the reason why we're talking in this video is for the FJ at large. My wife is already doing that thing that all of you gentlemen probably have experienced at one point in your life, and that's taking pictures of you with your son or your daughter and saying, oh, this should be their first car when they're 16, even though your kid is like 1 year old. My son's 1, and Everly, my daughter here, she's not even quite 4 years old yet. So, but she's already doing that. She thinks this would be the perfect first car for my son when he gets up there in age. But so she's already kind of painting that picture, which I'm already starting to it's kind of pulling on my heartstrings a little bit. So regardless, I do totally agree that if you're going to keep a vehicle for a number of years, it may as well be the FJ Cruiser Trail Teams Edition. Because I mean, absolutely the value is not going to go down unless I put a ton of miles on it. However, so that's kind of my debacle then. Do I want to drive it every day or every other day, whatever it ends up being, or do I kind of stow it away in the garage and continue to make the Tundra just like the daily driver kind of thing, which makes sense, right? So obviously I'm not opposed to that idea. I mean, the Tundra is a glorious daily driver for Wyoming. I'm gonna go live in Washington State near Seattle for a year next, and a giant Tundra probably isn't the most conducive vehicle for Seattle. So I don't know, we'll see. But whereas this, I mean, not to say this is more conducive, but it is certainly better than the Tundra. I mean, a little more tightened in. You can kind of flip it around a little bit better, flip UEs and all that stuff, a little tighter. So I don't know. So I'm kind of considering between the two things, either keeping it for a while, or keeping it kind of garaged up for the most part and driving it seldomly, or like I said, enjoying it. So what would you guys do? Would you get the juice out of the squeeze, or say again? Be a wolf?
Yeah.
I don't know what wolf sounds like that, but all right, guys. Well, I will wrap up the video there. I just kind of want to get your guys' opinion on it. If it's something I should keep, in the garage, or which I think most of you will likely say is, hey, you bought it to enjoy it, actually enjoy it. And a large part of me wants to do that. It is a Toyota FJ Cruiser. It will run forever. So why not? Why not put miles on it, right? Or do I want to try to keep that value high? Hey, what are you doing? What was that? Nice. That's enough. Thank you, Peanut. That's enough, little bug. Well, we'll wrap up the video there, guys. Appreciate you watching as always. Oh gosh. Sorry you had to see that. Until next time.